So many parents I saw over the 20 years that I was in the Jehovah's Witness organization that shunned their children. As I started my awakening process, that was one of my greatest fears. Greatest fears that my mother would not be my one. Welcome back to Fortunate Awakening. Today I want to talk about a painful period that people are going through when they're dealing with their parents shunning them because they've decided to leave the Jehovah Witness faith. Your parents are the people that have given you life on this earth. They nurture you when you're a baby. I'm going to assume that all of our parents that might have introduced us to the Jehovah Witness faith, they thought they were doing what was best for us. That's the way I feel about my mom. She was a part of Anglican religion. That was our family's religion, and she could clearly see the hypocrisy. Those of you that are not familiar with the Anglican religion, it's very close to Catholicism. It was once called the Church of England. So all of the rituals and hypocrisy, the priest not being able to be married, she knew that that wasn't something that she wanted to be a part of, but she was looking for a way to serve God. Like, she knew there was a higher power, a loving Heavenly Father, and was looking outside of the religion she was raised in to find that true connection. And the Jehovah Witness organization swept in and made all these promises of showing her in the Bible how they are the only religion serving the true God. And she believed it, so it lets me have some compassion for her that she was on a journey trying to find a way to connect with God. And that could be the case for your parents as well. They either were taught this religion when they were younger, or if they chose it for your family, they thought they were doing what was best. And even if, and the responsibility falls on us as individuals, but it also falls on the Jehovah's Witness organization for knowingly publishing information that we now know they knew it was false. They knew that they were being manipulative. So we were fooled. Our parents were fooled, into thinking that this tough love and this staying to ourselves was the only way. The scriptures were misinterpreted. So many parents I saw over the 20 years that I was in the Jehovah's Witness organization that shunned their children. As I started my awakening process, that was one of my greatest fears. Greatest fears that my mother would not be my best friend anymore. That was my greatest fear. And I know that there are people experiencing this shunning by their parents that have left the organization. And then there are probably a lot of you, dear ones, that are wanting to leave the organization, but you are afraid that your parents will no longer love you, include you in their lives. That's such a pain to imagine, and even worse to live through, because many ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are living that life right now, full of pain caused by separation from their parents. You want to reach back and save them, but you have to make your healing a priority. And in all honesty, until you start on your path of healing, you can't help anybody else, because the pain will be so fresh and so new that even when you're trying to show them something very logically, you're still going to come across with anger, and they are going to shut down. They're still not going to be open to receive what you're trying to share with them. So you need to start the healing with yourself first. And that might mean staying away from them for some time while you come to grips with this organization that you too were a part of. It took me 20 years to wake up. So not only did it leave me with some anger that and fear that my mother will shun me, but it also left me with some anger and disappointment in myself that what the heck took me so long to wake up? From 7 to 17, okay, I can say I was a child, but from 17 to 27, I had my full mental faculties. I blame myself for not waking up sooner. So those are all of the things that you have. Those are, forgiving yourself is something that you have to deal with first before you can even reach back to try to help somebody else. So forgive yourself. Work on loving yourself. Work on getting used to this new life where you can be your authentic, awakened self. Those are stages of coming out of this spiritual abuse that you were exposed to and had to suffer through for however long you were in that organization. So work on that first, on getting used to standing your ground for what you believe in, because you didn't really have a lot of practice with that when you were in the organization. You did whatever came down, whatever was acceptable from the organization. We were just blindly following them. And even when we felt the urge to say, I'm not going to do that, we weren't used to standing up for ourselves. So first, forgive yourself, come up with what the morals are that God is putting in you based on the Bible, based on how what is your authentic self. Become strong in that. And strong in that meaning doing it no matter what, for me, no matter what, I knew I wanted to serve in the career as a registered nurse. So no matter what, I was going to go to college and become a registered nurse. No matter what, I wanted to be comfortable with being an ethnic woman, a Black woman. I remember I wanted to wear my hair in cornrows. And the first time that I graduated from nursing school and had the money to pay for these expensive cornrows, you should have seen everyone's face when I got to the Kingdom Hall, because it was like, well, hopefully you won't have a part on the stage, because you're surely not going on the stage with cornrows. Hello? People of African descent have been wearing cornrows forever. Become comfortable in saying, this is who I am, this is who God has made me to be. And you have to be comfortable in it when everyone around you, even the people that are closest to you, aren't accepting it and are telling you that you're wrong for feeling the way you do. So work on that first. Become comfortable in your new, authentic, awakened self. Then you can calmly and with love approach your mother and father and your loved ones that still have not awakened yet. Start with yourself, coming to peace with yourself. Then you can see how you can help them. Okay? So I hope that this video reaches you in the heart, helps you realize that it's going to take some time maybe before you can help them wake up. Please like this video, share it with anyone that you know that is also struggling with their parents shunning them. You have to help themselves first. Okay? Take care.